Yeah. Just damage. Okay. Gun turret tearing. I need to try and take out a couple more of these cultists.
Focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. The rest is up to you.
I'll handle it.
Whose body is that?
Hey, Jungle. I did not. I didn't try it. So to give you an idea, we are up here doing Maker's End quest right here. We have the Into the Borderlands as well, but we're doing the Maker's End right now. Oh, a guy in the Sun Palace? Maybe I did then. I don't know. I do have a quest into the Frozen Wilds there. A side quest that I haven't gone to.
Not alone. Got something. What the?
Ah. Yes, he did. He dodged my shot twice. Something I've noticed is in this game, the arrows don't always go where you're aiming. Sometimes they do what they want. Like, I was aiming at one of those guys earlier at his eye, and it went up above that. I've had it curve around things. Yeah, it's off. Controls, aim assist is off. But it still does its own thing. It's really weird. You know what? Let's just do this.
Patience. Hitting that thing really hurt it. We can see them. They can't see us.
Like, you could see that arrow curve on that last shot.
Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it.
Yeah, me too. From time to time.
Let's see what you have to say. What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Did he just try to blow her up with the focus?
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower.
So that's just... What do we have here? Bunch of supplies up there.
It's heavy. Well, it's going white.
Can't seem to get a goose skin to save my life to finish that crafting. Yeah, I still do a lot of stealth, but my playstyle has changed a lot. Like, I didn't use the warbow at first. I thought it was very dumb because it didn't do much damage. All it did was elemental, and then I got used to that and figured all that out. I really don't like the rattler though, or this what is this, the Terra Blaster. I prefer just using the sharpshooter bow with the Terra arrows. I only recently started using the blast sling. Normally I have either the trip caster or the rope caster on that slot. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do too. It just depends. When I fought my first two behemoths, that's when I really started getting good at doing it. They were down south by Meridian. Was it southeast? I think it was. Down here. Yeah, when I fought the two behemoths down here, that's where I started getting really good at it. Alright, so nothing else here. Alright. Go down the top.
Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
The purple anti-armor stuff. I don't know what the... oh, are you talking the... just the armor plating? They've started putting over like their canisters and stuff? Yeah, this one right here. The blaster arrow. Yeah, so my primary stuff are these three bows. The sharpshooter bow, I use this Terra Blaster. I don't use the harvest arrows hardly ever, and I don't use these precision arrows hardly ever anymore now that I have the hard arrows, because the hard arrows do just as much damage, but I've got damage modifiers on there as well. So, but yeah, so I use these for the electrical and freeze damage, and then the fire and hard points along with the Terra Blaster arrows. And then this fourth slot is just whatever I feel like using at the time, whether it's trip caster, rope caster, or this sling, or even the other sling. But that's just how I've been.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Okay. Yeah, I'm playing blind. I've never played this before.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
Interesting. Oh, should I have done the other quest before this one then? Or, like, is this end game stuff that I'm doing right now? I was just going by order of level. Yeah. Okay. Give me just 1 second. I'm starting my TV real quick. Oh yeah, you can throw that in here if you want. That's fine. But yeah, this is, like I said, 100% blind for me. I wanted to play it, but I never got a PlayStation, and I wasn't going to buy a PlayStation for it. And I didn't watch like Co Carnage or anybody like that play it on purpose. So we're supposed to go the other way, so let's go this way first. Yeah, if this was like a second or third playthrough, I wouldn't be clearing all the map and stuff like I am now. Unless there was good reason to.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
Okay, good to know. I probably should have paid a little more attention to that recording. I was mostly reading what you wrote, but it's fine. Yeah, so right now I am currently, 47? So if level 50 is max, you can't get every skill then, right? Oh, okay, some quest reward. Oh. Good to know. Let's see, what was that? I'm gonna re-listen to that note.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
Apparently somewhere in there I missed a audio log. Because it looks like we got all these and then we just didn't get this one yet. Yeah, right? Exactly. And then they can't get back in through their remote protocols. Some kind of server room here, it looks like. Well, I thought that the lady with the red hair was her mother.
Statue of one, anyway. A machine. built to kill, and they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
So from what I've gathered, from what I've seen from the different areas where you get the, I don't know what he's called. No, I can't see right now. The areas that you unlock the ability to take over other machines. From what I've gathered from those places, is it seems like obviously some conflict happened. We created machines or factories, I guess, to make machines to help with whatever, but the machines, something happened. They became sentient and went against their programming and are now trying to kill and balance things. That's the best I've come up with. The red-haired lady, I assumed was her mother, but now that we just found out that it's like hundreds of years later, I'm guessing it's like her great grandma, something like that. And the guy that's talking to us is like her father or another relative. That is my thoughts, but I don't know for sure yet. Okay. Good to know.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems...
So yeah, my kind of like a Surge kind of theme in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, I totally expect it, which is fine.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Up until today, I have been reading those out on stream, but got a little bit of a migraine today, so I'm not doing it. I'll end up reading them after the stream to kind of catch up. And that guy's voice, I cannot picture him as anybody else but Zavala from Destiny 2. So it's really kind of throwing me off every time he talks. Okay.
Now I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
Good question. I do hate the loading lag in these areas, though, the cauldrons and these, and like this area. I thought it was like the fog and stuff at first, but then as I started going into like my second or third cauldron and it did a really big like hiccup, I could tell that it was just unloading and loading huge chunks of data. Yeah, I saw. I've only seen that once. It was the one that you drop down into the cave one, and that one. As I was going down, I saw an error message really quickly, but I couldn't read it in time to see what it said because it just flashed. Gotcha. Okay, but I figured it was something like failed the quick save or something like that.
No smell to it. Not even old death. Nothing natural. Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Well, let's see. What's the other way, guys? I want to check out this way first. Yeah, the names are really different, but trying to read them out on stream, some of them are so weird, like for the corporations and things, that it just throws me through a loop. Yeah, like that stuff's fine, but like you get to the... That scared the shit out of me. Corporation names and stuff, yeah, it's a different story. That's fine. That scared me though. That was good. It was real funny. Let's see, so we can go up. What is up the ladder? Probably just the way to get back. Oh, I'm supposed to go up. Let's go down first.
I bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Oh, this is the main floor. Okay. First. Didn't realize we were up on the balcony now. Yeah, exactly. I guess the only question I do have that I haven't seen or figured out yet, do I get a better spear that I can actually put upgrades in? Because I've only got this one, right? But I've got spear upgrades. See, I've got these, and I can't do anything with them. Oh, okay. Could be, yeah. And then
Made it.
there was something about shimmering boxes and stuff when I was at one of the merchants. Do you know anything about those? Are they just like a higher tier, or is that also DLC? So like the boxes you can open, these treasure boxes. One of the merchants had some that were like called shimmering ones or something like that you could get for special items that I haven't seen yet, and so I was just wondering if that was DLC as well. It's over there with that guy, with those guys, but no, it wasn't cups or flowers. It's a special. He's right in the middle of all of them, and he gives out the other resource boxes. Like towards the end of his list was, they were purple, but they had like this blue shimmer over them. No, it's fine. I just figured I'd ask. Ooh, I'm gonna have my reading cut out for me tonight.
So people were angry at Faro. The corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Okay, so the spear is behind it. Okay. I wonder where that side quest is because, I mean, yeah. I've done a lot of side quests, as you can see. I've done a lot of errands as well. I've done all the bandit camps. Okay, yeah. See, it's better if I ask you guys, you and other people that come into the stream, those kinds of questions, because if I have to go look it up, then I'll probably find something that'll spoil it for me. So, but if, you know, like I ask you, you can go look it up and, oh yeah, it's, you know, this or this or, yeah.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of allied chariot line models, and you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. Sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
That's what I was thinking.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform.
That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
Yeah, we haven't run into that one yet.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
Yeah, I remember that up on the mountain. In fact, I think we ran up there earlier today. I can't show you. I can't look.
It looks like the way up. What's left of it.
That was some frame rate lag. Gotta load. Yep, you can always tell when it loads because
Maybe a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
yeah, I can always tell when it's
Plants
loading
can find a way to hang on up here. Guess I can too.
stuff because I'll be trying to move the camera and then all of a sudden it'll just like jerk wherever it was going. Yeah, the gentle hiccups, exactly. Is this the way I'm supposed to be going? No, good. Oh.
Frost on my eyelashes.
Now it says go this way? Very true. Very. They only did that once or twice. Well, crap. So now it says to go this way, and now I want to go the other way. Ooh, I'm kind of scared. Probably. And you're right. So there's that path there. Looks like there's a path. Oh, nope, there's not a path there.
Since the began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
She's got a point. So I did find a cave. It's on the top middle of the map that was blocked by ice that I couldn't get into. I'm guessing that's part of the DLC or just later in the story kind of thing. And then I found another cave that I couldn't get into because there was no way to get up. I had to fight a stormbird first. The way some of these jumps are, man. She like stopped short in her jump just to grab a set point. Yeah, I hate it because she, like I said, the stop short just because they want to have her hit a certain point. I mean, there's no reason she couldn't have grabbed the thing up there. It's gonna be a circle again. Maybe? Yep, big circle, I'm sure. But now the question is, let's go back down, make sure we didn't miss anything.
I'd have to ditch something.
What did I end up with? Oh, yeah. Okay. Would that have been a pry open door? Let's see. Where else could we have grabbed onto? Yeah, I don't think I want to go down there. Yeah, something like that. Alright, we gotta go back down. Gotta make sure we're not missing stuff. I mean, that went pretty smooth.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Where do we leave? Okay. Yeah, exactly. Alright. Where do we go? Oh. Oh, okay. And here we are. See, being able to do that, go back and go around, helps figure out some of those puzzles, you know?
The way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. Alright, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
I would hope it's fruit. It's a big tower.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Of course it says that, you know, when I'm trying to take a drink.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance.
Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you've still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of? Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Alright, Jungle, have fun. Thanks for stopping by, man.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person.